Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Tar Heels offense takes the field. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out and they'll have the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons.
Breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It starts. Snowed under by the defense. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds a man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Dobbs. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put the...
Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. NC State going up tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll go right back to it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. To the ground with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Pulls it and fires to the left. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now, getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quarterback on the keeper. Across the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Gets the back moving. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. So now it's second and long. Got it in the middle. It starts. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, UNC. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
NC State 7.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. To the air on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Second down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. Takes it from the gun on third down. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Get it out on the screen. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They boot it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Wants to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Connection to the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the fourth time today. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. NC State quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The give to the back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Nice job by this defense, man. They've really answered the bell. This offense had a good first half. Second half, man, starting to put a couple of drives together, pressuring the quarterback, getting the sack, making this offense feel uncomfortable.
The Tar Heels will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The short hands, it starts.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On third down, he drops to throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Man, you throw at him at your own risk. Like, you want to direct the football in the air towards him. He makes plays consistently. That's number 9 on the season. 9 INTs. This dude's making plays.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Out of the shotgun on third down. Quickly complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Tar Heels will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
No gain on the play.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Going to swing it on second down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
24, NC State, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Kentucky is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair. They're up by 17 over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hold and fire complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Dobbs. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. NC State going up-tempo.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Right on the money. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. They'll send the tight end in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Finds a man on the left. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Dobbs. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to fire. On target. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Looking to throw again. Complete downfield. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Got his man out of the backfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The give. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all, and it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.